Hello everyone! For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Softy, otherwise known as Soft Smiles on Instagram. I have been a digital artist for the past few years now, so actually not a long time, but just recently I decided to get a sketchbook, aka this sketchbook, and to my surprise, I actually completed it from start to finish, which is a first because all my past sketchbooks I've only filled like halfway or maybe not even halfway, and then I would just be like, nope, this is not it, and I would just stop because I either didn't like where this was going or I didn't like where this was going. So this is, I'm really proud of this sketchbook because I actually finished it for once. And so I decided to make a sketchbook tour to celebrate this wonderful occasion. But I mean, unfortunately, my stickers have not been cooperating with me, so I couldn't make the intro very welcoming, I guess. But without further ado, I will begin. For every material that I use in this sketchbook, I will link it down below in the description in case anyone is interested in using them also. But I will warn you ahead of time that I don't have a lot of mediums. I don't have access to a lot of mediums, so you're not gonna see much, and some of them are actually like rip-offs, or not rip-offs, but like alternatives of like the actual thing, which I'll get more into later once we actually see it. But alright, to start off, here's the cover. Well, first of all, this is an Ohuhu sketchbook. I don't know the dimensions, but I mean, if you compare it to the size of my hand, it's like, I guess the size of my hand. It's pretty small, but I like it. I like the sketchbook a lot, and as you can see, I decorated this cover with some stickers that I collected over the years as a kid. And actually, these stars, as you can see here, well, this one's not being very cooperative, they actually glow in the dark. I don't know if I can show you guys right now because I have two lights on, so if I turn this off, there's still one more light, so I guess I can't really show you, but maybe after I'm done recording, I'll record a second video showing the glow in the darkness and just, you know, stuff it in between, like right here, right now. Okay guys, ready? I'm gonna show you the glow in the dark now. Ready? Okay, just a warning, these stars are like over 10 years old, so I'm very surprised that they still glow. But ready? Ta-da! So these are all the stickers that I have. I just decided that, you know, I was a really big sticker collector as a kid, and after I got the sketchbook, I was like, you know what, these stickers gotta go. I gotta use them somehow. So I put them on the sketchbook and I created like this little outer space, like universe kind of theme. So I thought it was pretty cute. Really simple, really childish, but hey, it works out. I used my stickers. This is making me really sad. You know what, let's move on. So here is the inside cover. I labeled it Sketchbook 1 because it was the first sketchbook that I actually was really like serious about, since like I mentioned before, all my past sketchbooks I just never got to finish because I lost motivation. So that's why I called the Sketchbook 1, even though technically it's not really my first sketchbook. So as you can see here, I started this last September, and I finished it this year, so almost a whole year, which is not that great because, you know, that means I haven't been drawing as much as I probably should have. But I'm a college student, pretty busy, so I didn't really get a lot of chances to open this sketchbook up. But hey, at least I finished it. So here are my goals. I tried to work on proportions and poses because I suck at those. I try to work on backgrounds because I suck at those. And I try to work on hands because who doesn't suck at those? Actually, that's a lie. I know a lot of artists that don't suck at hands. I'm not one of them. Here, if you're wondering why I taped this part off, it's because I actually wrote down my real name on this. So I don't want to show that. But yeah, so let me just move this. Oh, in case you guys don't know, Ohuhu sketchbooks come with this little thing. I don't know what to call it, but basically if you're using like paint or markers, you can put it behind your page and it won't bleed on to the next. So that's pretty nice, pretty handy. I never used it, but it's still nice to have, still generous of them. So On to the first page here. This is a self-sketch, for lack of better words. This is my welcome page. This is me on September 26th when I first started it. I used a pen, like literally just a blue pen. I don't think I need to link that in the description because you can literally just find any pen and just use that as your line art. But I sketched myself. This was back when I had short hair. I do not have short hair now, obviously, because it grew, because time passed, because, you know, that's what hair does. This is a mask that I actually do own. It's one of my favorite ones because it has little bunnies and carrots on it, and I thought it was really cute. I'm wearing a hoodie because I love hoodies. Also because it, you know, gave me an excuse not to draw hands, which is funny because one of the goals is literally hands, but, you know, let's just ignore that. For this background and coloring, I actually used a blue mild liner because guess what? This girl does not have Copics because you know what? Copics are too expensive for a broke college student like me. So we're going to use mild liners. I mean, then again, mild liners are also kind of expensive, but you know, I got a pack of 5. They were a lot less cheaper than Copics, obviously because they're just highlighters, but you know, whatever works, works. So that's my first page. My second page here, this is my OC Lillian. Did another star just fall out of my sketchbook? Oh my goodness, okay. Well, I did not expect that to happen. You know, I'm just gonna leave that one there. I give up on that one. Anyway, back to the second page. This is my OC Lillian. I draw her a lot. I'm working on her story currently. If you guys want to see more of that, you can always check out my Instagram, but you don't have to. I don't expect you to. This is just a PSA, I guess. I don't know. But here I designed a sort of a fall themed dress for her. This is a very sad attempt at a hand, but you know, I tried, right? I tried. And here is actually a plot concept I was trying to draw out where my OC is having a nightmare. The dress was not, I didn't put a lot of thought into it because that's not the main idea of my drawing. The main idea was just angst, so that's what I was aiming for. I'm not going to go too much in depth into it because this is not an OC lore video, this is a sketchbook tour, so I'm only showing you what's on the paper. Here I have hands and feet practice. I guess I just, like I said, I suck at hands, so this was a really nice exercise for me. I don't think I used enough gesture lines because I wasn't loose enough in these sketches, and you'll see that a lot, and I guess I'm not happy about that because I tried too much to make my sketches look good, which is not the purpose of a sketchbook, I guess, unless you want it to be. But hey, at least I did it. At least I practiced some hands and feet, and this one's my favorite. The next page is a sketch of my OC Lillian again in a different outfit because for some reason I guess I just really liked drawing or designing new outfits, specifically dresses, and you'll see that a lot more. This is actually my friend's OC Clementine. This is her Insta right here. Go follow her. She's amazing. She's almost at 10K followers. So I really like Clementine. She's beautiful. She's gorgeous. She's so sweet, and I loved her. So I drew her in an outfit that I designed. And again, this background is just my outliner because I didn't know what else to fill this space with. So there you go. This next page is of my OC Lillian again in a new dress. Here's the caption in case you guys want to know what inspired me to draw it. Here are dress designs that I made for each season. This one's actually my favorite. This one's my second favorite. I like this one. I do not like this one. It looks like a Christmas tree, but you know, it's just a sketch, so it's okay. It's okay. Oh, and to outline this, I actually used like this, not a micron, but like a rip-off micron, or just like I don't know how to explain it. I'll link it, but it's like sort of like a micron, but not. But I didn't have microns, so I did have these just lying around in the house, and I was like, you know what? might as well. So that's what I used. And here next are two more of my OCs, Hitori and Camille. Camille is Lillian's older sister and Hitori is her best friend. I guess I drew an alternate universe for them where they're both teachers, and I remember specifically not liking this sketch because I drew their heads too big. You'll find a lot of instances in this sketchbook where I drew my character's heads so big that I just hated the overall sketch. And that's why in my goals section I wanted to work on proportions. Did not work out, but I tried, so I think that's what matters the most. Here I used those rip-off microns again. They're not rip-off microns. I need a better word for them. I'll think of it later. But they came in a purple color and I love purple, so that's what I used. There's some hand practice and some poses practice, and these are two more OCs that are in Lillian's universe. This is Mimi and this is Mira. These are both sisters. She's the oldest. She's the younger one. They do have a younger brother. All three of them are adopted. Only these two are biologically related. The younger brother is not like blood related to them. And okay. So now here is a sketch of all of my OCs except for the little brother that I just talked about. He's not in here. But here are all of my OCs. Just ignore the ages because I actually made them slightly older. This is not up to date, but you can see I labeled each one of them so you'll know their names. And this Floof is Lillian's little pet. I love him. I don't draw him enough, sadly, but he's my child. So yeah, again, to color these eyes, I used that rip-off micron, and for the background, I used my liners. So there you have that. Here is sort of like a background practice-ish. This is an actual place in my story I called the Wish Garden. And basically, the simplest way I can put it, because this story is very complex, the simplest way I can put it is you go to a location to do your job. Like if you're a librarian, you go to a library. That's kind of what this is. This Wish Garden is where Lillian works, basically. Like this is her job place. This is the simplest way I can put it. I really don't know how else to explain it, but as you can see, it's very messy, very rough, very loose. Absolutely no detail whatsoever, but yeah, this was one of my earlier attempts at landscapes for backgrounds. Here is a more messy page in my sketchbook. I did more hand practice using another rip-off micron. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I keep using that. And here are some poses that I did. Very simple, not very proud of this one, but I mean, that's what a sketchbook is all about. Not every page is gonna be perfect. I mean, unless you make it to be, I guess. This next page is another scene, another like plot scene from my story. I call it the prologue because it literally happens in the beginning of the story that I'm planning out. This is Jackson and Alex. They are cousins, and I did not like the way I drew their heads at all. But this was mostly a pose and hand practice and backgrounds. So I tackled a lot of stuff that I was weak at in this sketch, so I'm glad that I did it. It just didn't turn out as good as I wanted it to, but the fact that I did it, I think, is still, pretty nice of me to do. I can't English. Alright, this next, oh my goodness. Okay, you know what? These two stars can just, they're in a timeout. This next page is my OC. You know what's really sad? I don't know how to pronounce this. I'm the one who named her. I don't know how to pronounce this, but it's a type of flower. You'll know that for all of my main characters, I love giving them flower names because I'm obsessed with flowers. My real name is actually, when translated into English, because it's a foreign name, it is a flower. So I guess that kind of plays a little part into it. But she is not in Lillian's universe. She is in a completely different story that I haven't fully planned out yet. But she is an OC that I designed in high school, and I decided to bring her back into the sketchbook because I really liked her background story, which you can see right here, and I really liked her design. Yeah, I hope I can draw her more because I really do love her concept a lot. Okay, so now here, her name is Lavender, another flower name. She's not part of Lillian's world. Again, she's a completely different character. She's actually the very first OC I ever created. So when I was a kid in elementary school, I actually created this character, named her Lavender, and here she is. I still have her. She used to be a lot different back when I first made her, but the thing that stayed consistent was that her hair was purple. I kept that the same because purple has been my favorite color ever since I was little. So I guess, yeah, here she is. There's some outfit design practice, some pose practice, and I guess some messy hairstyle sketches. So there's that. And this next page is another more doodles of my OCs. I am planning on incorporating this kind of town musical into their story, so here are all my characters who are involved in that. So there you have that. And here, because I made the sketchbook, or I worked on the sketchbook in the middle of COVID, we still had Zoom classes. So I decided to draw all my hairstyles that I wore to Zoom. This one's my favorite. And this one's also my favorite. So I guess I was bored one day and I was like, you know what, let's draw all of my hairstyles. My hair is not that short, obviously, but yeah, I had a lot of fun with this. So next is definitely a pose practice. As you can see, I tried to draw Lillian running and her lying down, some more doodles because I didn't like the fact that the space was empty. Here I drew her in a lot of different hairstyles, again using more of the fake micron. Oh, that's different. Okay, the fake microns. That doesn't sound right, but it's okay. It's shorter, I'll use that. So here are all the hairstyles I did. Which one's my favorite? I really like this one when she takes it out of her braid. I think it's very floofy, very cute. So here I made some more pose sketches. I'm not particularly proud of these ones, but I knew I needed the practice, so I did try my best. And here is, again, for the musical, I don't know if I want to include her because of her character. Just long story short, she doesn't really interact much with all the other characters, so she doesn't know them very well. And so I was wondering whether or not to make her part of the musical or just make her like, you know, an audience member instead. I think I'm going to keep her an audience member. I don't think I'm going to make her the choreographer, but this is just a concept. Here is Alex. This is not that much of an important sketch because I don't know if I'm going to keep the fact that he's going to get a haircut halfway through the story, maybe not even halfway, but I did play around with his hairstyle for a little bit, and just ignore that because I don't know if I'm going to keep his haircut. But here's Alex again, borrowing Jackson's clothes. I actually made this digital. Actually, a lot of these sketches here, if you go on my Instagram, you'll see that I digitized a lot of them, especially more towards the end, which I'll show. But this one I actually digitized for Alex's birthday, which is in January, and I really liked it. I thought he looked very princely, which is the vibe that I was trying to capture. And next for this page, I just at this time I got my gouache paints. It was my very first time being exposed to gouache, so I was very excited. So I did some, you know, testing with the colors, and this next page actually I ripped out so I could make little swatches of them, and I'll show you at the very end because it's at the very back folder of the sketchbook. But yeah, that's why I'm missing a page. Here is the start of my series called Character Opinions. Basically, you'll see this on Instagram, but basically what I did is I had every single character give their opinion about each other. And so I gave, like, you know, general information about all these characters. Lillian, yes, this is the same person, just different form. To put it simply, she's living like a double life. you know, like superheroes, but like not a superhero, and she has a different reason why she's hiding her identity. Not the typical like, oh, I don't want people to know that I'm famous. No, not that. But yeah, I gave general information about each of my characters, and then right after, every single other character would give their opinion about them. So that was a little fun series that I did that I hoped would help people get to know my OCs more, get to know their relationships with all my other characters, and I had a ton of fun with this project, and you guys should definitely do it if you guys also have OCs, because I do not regret tackling this project. I had a ton of fun. It was awesome. So that's why I decided to do all these sketches, and I would later digitize them and, like I said, post them. So here are all my characters. And here's the little brother that I was talking about. His name is Milo. He's so cute. I love him. Small bean. Here is the start of my chibi obsession. I really wanted to learn how to, you know, discover my own chibi style, so I drew my main trio, Lillian, Alex, Jackson, plus Luth. And I drew more chibis, so this is Lavender, this is Lillian again, in her both forms. I have no idea who this is, and that's just like a little blueprint, I guess, of a chibi. Here are some more chibi practices of the rest of my OCs, except for, oh wait, no, they're right here. So here are all my characters, and Ganyu from Genshin Impact. She is my main, I love her. When her rerun comes, I am spending every Primo gem I have, because I want her constellations. But here are all my characters, more chibi practice. Again, more chibi practice. Here's Xiao, here's Hitori, here's Milo, here's Zhongli, and here's Kokoro from Bandori, because I drew her because my friend's birthday was coming up and she loves Kokomi. Wait, what am I saying? No, Kokoro! Oh my gosh, I was so focused on these two Genshin characters that I automatically thought about Kokomi from Genshin Impact. Kokoro! I'm sorry. I'm very brain dead right now. Oh, there you go, another Genshin Impact character. This is Yoimiya. When she first was leaked, I was already obsessed with her. She's very fun. I love her fireworks theme that she got. She's very cute. Here I did some more hands practice because I haven't done one of these in a while. So as you can see, it's kind of not great, and it's also not sketchy enough. I need to learn how to draw more gesture sketches, because this is me trying to be too perfect. And here I have more outfit designs for Lillian. As you can see, I kind of gave her outfits according to the seasons. This one's my favorite. This one's my second favorite. This is my third favorite. And this one's my fourth favorite. But yeah, I did digitize these two. These two I just did not have the motivation to, so I left those out. Here are actually self-portraits of me, and my hair grew longer, because that's what hair does. But I drew outfits that I do actually own, so I drew each of those. And I did digitize those too. I had a lot of fun with this. You guys should do it too. It's like outfit of the day, but like 3 times. Here, I just got back. As you can see, this was in June. This was all the way in August. I just got back from a summer internship, so I haven't drawn ever since that point. So these are actually kind of rusty. Like, I didn't like how big I drew these eyes, but it was like kind of like me trying to get back into drawing. So I drew Kokomi from Genshin Impact and Ayaka with her hair down, because I love drawing hair. I really do love drawing hair. Oh my gosh, this quest almost made me cry. Kazari from Genshin Impact. Oh man, I'm not gonna say anything more, but this next page is a little mini comic that I never brought to life on a digital platform, but it's between my 2 sisters, Camille and Lillian. I don't really know the meaning behind this. I just wanted to draw the hands. I wanted more hands practice. That's literally it. And I made a scene out of it, so I mean, you know, there you go, there you have it. Here I drew a sketch of Lillian. I named it the future because my main trio is associated with 3 concepts of time: past, present, future. So basically, my story, it's called 3 Wishes. So Lillian's wish is based on her future. So her wish is connected to the future, which is why she's looking kind of to the side, like towards the future almost. And yeah, she's crying because she's sad. And here Alex represents the present, so his wish is based on the present time, and that's why he's facing forward towards us, I guess, and he's also crying because angst. And finally, Jackson, his wish is based on the past, which is why he's looking back. And of course, he's crying because angst. So yeah, there you have it. I never digitized Alex and Jackson. I only digitized Lillian because this girl don't got a lot of motivation. Here I drew myself in Chibi form, and I mean, as you can see, I retook the, you know, the 16 personalities test thing, and I changed, obviously. But I guess, yeah, I wanted to draw that out because I thought it was very interesting to see that I changed, I guess, even though that's completely normal. Again, I used my liners to color. Here I drew Chibi Lumine. This was when I started to prep opening emoji comms, or like emote comms or sticker comms. I was practicing because if I were to open up comms, which I did open those comms, I would only draw from the chest up because, you know, they have to be small. So I used the Genshin twins as practice. I'm so sorry about this little smudge. I was eating chocolate and it just kind of failed on me. I should never eat while sketching. Here I did more practice by drawing my OCs, all of my OCs in Chibi form, in like emote form. So here's Lillian, here's Alex, here's Jackson, here's Mira, here's Camille, here's Hitori, here's Mimi, and here's Milo. So I had a lot of fun with this, and I did digitize this also. Man, I'm really happy with these. These are so cute. I love them. I would love to print them out as like actual stickers one day. So now, this is a comic that I never got to digitize, but basically I kind of drew a little scene from every panel that I planned, just to make my life easier, so I could just trace over them when I moved to my iPad instead of starting from scratch on my iPad. So I drew out all the scenes, and again, I was planning on tracing them and, like, you know, organizing them into a little comic, but I never got to. So these are just, I guess it's like a deleted scenes kind of thing. I will not tell you the context. But I think I had a lot of fun with these sketches because I actually filled up a lot of the page, and I was really proud about that. So yeah, I got to, I love this. I got to play around with some poses, some perspectives, backgrounds, this. And yeah, there you go. So next I really need to learn the pronunciation for this. Hold on, ready?
Oleander.
Oleander. Oleander. That's it? Oh, okay. Oleander. Alright, cool. Great. But I have the OC again. I am not proud of this sketch, but the main point of this was try to give her an outfit redesign. Did not work out. But I did, you know, mess around, play around, colored it with my eyeliner. This was not a serious sketch at all, but, you know, at least I tried. So next, this is the second to last page. I just decided to doodle it with, first of all, Kirby, because, you know, who doesn't love Kirby? And then I decided to doodle my persona's pets. So the very first pet I created was S'mores, who is a red panda. He is very playful, and yes, he's holding a stick with a marshmallow because it goes with his name. The next pet that I designed was Angel Carrot. He is literally a carrot with wings and a halo, and yeah. So the third pet that I designed was Matcha Bunny. She is a very recent one, and I guess as you can probably see, all three of these pets have a heart somewhere on their design. I don't know why I did that, but I mean, I guess I decided it would look cute. But yeah, these are all my persona's pets. I love them so much. And finally, the last page of my sketchbook is Lavender, my very first OC. There's my little goodbye sketchbook. I drew a little casual outfit for her with a little lavender flower sticking out, decorated with like a cafe vibe, more lavender flowers. So yeah, that's the end of my sketchbook. So here in the back page are some stickers given to me by friends. There are more stickers in here that I didn't use. And like I mentioned before, this is the page that I tore out of my sketchbook where I used my gouache paints. And I labeled each one of them. These characters were very hard to write because I'm actually Korean, but I did try my best. So yeah, these little swatches of paint are very helpful, and they still are. So yeah, that is the end of my sketchbook. Wait, hold on. Okay, there you go. That is the end of my sketchbook. I don't know what else to say. I guess I'm happy that I managed to finish this because this is the very first sketchbook I actually finished. I am currently working on my second one right now, which I will not show you because that might be for a future sketchbook tour. But yeah, oh my goodness, please just stay. But thank you everyone for watching. I hope I didn't bore you guys because it's been like half an hour already, and once I edit this it might be even longer or shorter, who knows. But yeah, thank you all for chiming in. I hope you enjoyed this, my very first sketchbook tour, and yeah, bye bye.